In this video I will cover 5 interesting features that Olympus cameras have. So if you have an Olympus camera, this video is for you. 5 interesting Olympus camera features coming up. Hi there, I'm Peter Forsgard, an Olympus visionary and professional photographer from Helsinki, Finland. Let's get right into the business. LFN button. LFN button is a customizable button that you can find on most of the Pro lenses. I think the only Pro lens that does not have it is the 8mm fisheye lens. All the other Pro lenses have this, and some M.Zuiko lineup lenses have it also, like the 12 to 50mm electronic zoom lens. The default setting for this button is AF stop, but you can customize it like many other buttons in Olympus cameras. And let's check some of the most interesting features that you can customize it to. It can work as depth of field preview button, change to manual focus, turn on the digital teleconverter, and magnify to help manual focus. So those are the things that come into my mind that I would probably use it, because there's been a lot of people asking me how I use the button, and I have to say that I don't. I very seldom use it. But those are the features that I might use it for. Do you use the LFN button? And if you do, what have you customized it for? And if you don't, why don't you use it? Please let me know in the comments down below. And then number 2, multi-function button. Well, it's a button that has multi-functions, like it said. For example, in EM1 Mark II, the default multi-function button is FN2, but you can customize it, or you can set it to different FN buttons. The way it works is that you press down the multi-function button and at the same time you turn the back wheel. A small menu opens where you can choose which feature you will choose from the multi-function, and then by turning the back wheel you can start choosing and then let go, and you will have that feature on that button next time you press it down. Multi-function button is a very handy way of having different kinds of functions on under one button. And the features that you can choose for multi-function button can be found from the special menu D and D1. And here you can see all the choices you can have. I think it's a very handy way to use the different features. And yet again, this is also one of those buttons that I very seldom use. Do you ever use the multi-function button? And what is your first choice for the feature when you press it down? Please tell me that also in the comments down below. And number 3, depth of field preview button. The depth of field preview button works in a way that when you press it down, you will see how much depth of field your image will get. So you will see it as a preview. This is a very handy when shooting macro, for example. You can be really sure that you have enough depth of field in your image. EM1 Mark II has a dedicated depth of field preview button. It's in the front of the camera. But for example, EM10 Mark II also has it, but it does not have a dedicated button. You need to assign it to one of the function buttons. The way it works, you press it down, hold it down to see the preview. But it also can be set a bit different way. You go to the menu and you set it so that when you press it down, it will show you the depth of field, and then you press it again, and then it will not show the depth of field. Do you use this button at all? Have you checked the preview of your depth of field before making an image? Please tell me in the comments down below. Number 4, Keystone Compensation. Keystone Comp is for correcting the perspective. If you tilt your camera a bit upwards, you will see that there will be a small perspective error. Sometimes it's not a problem. It can make the high buildings look even higher. But there are many cases where you want to correct the perspective error. And on images like this, you might want the thing that is framing my subject to be straight, and also the buildings in the back. There is a great feature called the Keystone Comp in Olympus cameras. You press the menu, and it's in shooting menu 2. You turn it on, then you will get, let's press the info button, you will get, all right, here we go, you will, no, not yet, here we go, you will get the things or markings on the side, and then from the back wheel you can start turning and straightening the lines, and now it's about straight and the perspective is corrected. And if you use the front wheel, you can turn it this way. So if I want to have it like this, even though I'm not in the dead center of the frame, you can still correct it like this. And this is only a matter of a taste what you want to do. The image is going to be a JPEG, so it's not ideal. And let's take the image. I like to shoot raw, so I will only use Keystone Comp for reference image, so that I know that when I'm correcting the perspective in post, I do have enough room on the side. So that's a very great way of checking that you have the room with the Keystone Comp. Put the camera in raw and shoot, and then correct the perspective in post. And number 5, pixel mapping. I had already forgotten that this feature existed on Olympus cameras. It only came up when somebody asked me what it is, and it'd be a good thing to tell you also what the pixel mapping is. Pixel mapping is for correcting if you have any dead or stuck pixels on your sensor. And let me explain what a dead and what a stuck pixel is. A dead pixel is a black pixel in your image, and a stuck pixel is a white pixel on your image. The way to test if you have any stuck or dead pixels is that you take an image of a white surface and a black surface as a JPEG image, and then you check very carefully on your computer. You magnify the image, and then you start scrolling around your image and see if there are any stuck or dead pixels. And if there are, then what you do, you go to the menu J/J1, or on Olympus EM10 Mark II, it's, for example, it's menu K. But pixel mapping, you can find it from the menu system when you just browse through it. Then you just turn it on, and after the camera has done its magic, take those test shots again, the white surface and the black surface, and check if everything is okay. This is a great feature. The camera does not have to be sent for repair if you have dead or stuck pixels. The camera can repair itself. Did you check, and did you have any dead or stuck pixels on your sensor? Please tell me in the comments down below if you did. I really like that Olympus cameras have so many useful and interesting features. And also it is very customizable, so everybody can customize their camera to their own likings. If you like this video and you're new here, please subscribe. But hey, thanks for watching, and bye for now.